the last couple of months, I've made my first videos, my first professionally produced video, and lots that I've made myself. My course videos, my first video proposal for a client, my first Instagram videos. I've gone from someone who wouldn't have considered making a video to someone who really understands their value. So I'll put the time and effort in and try and ignore the fact that I feel super cringe right now. And the reason I can do this is because I've created lots of different tricks for myself, and I've found some great tools, and I wanted to share them with you in case they can inspire you to make a video too. So why video? The short answer is that video offers so much more VPS, value per second. I created a quick video proposal for a prospect client, and I filmed it from their location on the South Bank, and I got a call back within 48 hours. They loved it. People can really get a sense of who you are, your personality, what it might be like to work with you, and it will set you apart. And boy, do we all need a way to set ourselves apart right now. Think about how many slides a deck would need to have to compare to the information you could fit in a 2-minute video, and how much more engaging the video is. People want to work with people they like, and it's really hard to know that from an email or a blog or a deck. And instead of cramming that information into slides, you can think, if I was talking to them, how would I do it? And what would I want them to know? Then you can write it down, then you can record it. And if just over 1% of people are regular content creators on LinkedIn, how many are regular video creators? Not many. Okay, so now I'm going to try and whiz through 32 tips, cheats, hacks, whatever you want to call it, for making your first video. Wish me luck. And of course, number 1 is start before you're ready. So if you're not embarrassed watching your first videos back at a later date, then you didn't start early enough. And the only way you're going to get better is by doing. 2, start small. I actually think I felt more confident starting to make videos because during lockdown I was making video messages and sending them to my best mates, and also with the increase in the amount of video calls that I was doing. So if you can't bring yourself to make a video proposal yet, could you send a video message to a friend or start making a video diary for yourself? 3, know that you're going to improve really, really quickly, and that's exciting. Your second video will be noticeably better than your first, and so on. 4, have your incentive for making videos at the forefront of your mind. So whether that's raising your profile or winning a new client. I really wanted to make courses, so I knew in order to do this, I was going to have to get over my fear of making videos. And the incentive was greater for me than the desire not to make a video. Number 5 is to watch other videos to get inspiration on how you want to do yours. Number 6, remember it's video, it's not live, so you can have as many takes as you want and edit as much as you want until you feel comfortable. 7, for me, a video starts with a script, and I mean word for word written down what I'm going to say. And if you're a words person, this can be a revelation. 8, for my isolated video, I then recorded the script as a voice memo, but I tried to do it in a natural speaking voice rather than a reading voice. Talking to one of your dog's toys can help with this. Pay attention to how your voice sounds when you're chatting away normally to when you're reading. Your voice tends to go up at the end when you're reading. Number 9, if I have chosen to make a voice memo for a script, I'll then listen to it back a few times on a walk so that the words and the tone of voice are more deeply ingrained in me. 10 is get straight into the content without any big intros. 11, at first I was ripping up pieces of paper and sticking them to my laptop screen near the camera to read. And then I found an auto cue app called Teleprompter for your phone, which was a game changer for me. I'll put the link in the notes. 12, don't spend money on fancy equipment. I use my laptop or my phone to film. Number 13 is I use iMovie to edit. 14 is make sure you use a mic. I just use my iPhone headphones mic, but the audio is so much better with any mic. 15 is film when it's quiet. If you use a mic, it shouldn't matter too much, but I find the world outside my window tends to get busier as the day goes on. And I've had so many times when I've had a lovely quiet morning, waited till the afternoon to make a video, and the builders have shown up. 16, film when the lighting is good. For this very reason, I've moved my desk in front of my window so I look brighter when I'm filming and on video calls. 17, think about your background. What can people see? Do you have a plant growing out of your head? 18, if you are filming in public and you feel a bit self-conscious, just remember these 3 things. 1, no one cares. 2, no one cares. And 3, no one cares. Number 19 is use Loom to create a video of yourself sharing your screen. You can go through a presentation, scroll through your website, demo things. You can make a short video of yourself talking to the camera, and then you could just do audio over slides. Or you could add a little bubble of your head in the corner so you don't have to appear so big. Just don't leave the mouse cursor on your head like I always do. 20. Remember, you don't need to make one continuous video. I always split mine up into smaller sections so that I have less to remember in one go and there's less chance of me making mistakes. So you can do this by intersplicing with slides, with angle changes, location changes, or adding B-roll. It can also make your video more interesting. Just make sure that if you are doing angle changes, you do them at more than 45 degrees so your video doesn't look clunky. It's going to make sure that you don't have continuity issues, and it's going to take you a little bit longer in the edit, but it's so easy to crop and to stitch in iMovie that I think it's worth it. 21. Always use your pets where possible. 22. Try to spot any annoying things that you do. I have this weird habit of making a click every time I start speaking. 23. Don't be afraid to move around or use your hands if that's what you'd normally do. 24. Ask for a bit of feedback from your friends and take the advice given. 25. Try to level your audio in the edit so it's all the same volume. Number 26. I already had this tripod thingy. It was about 50 quid, I think. It can help you film from all different angles and different locations, and it will help you prevent shaky hand syndrome. 27. Set yourself quite a strict time frame when it comes to writing your script and making your video. You will get better the longer you have, but this could go on forever, and you're going to see a law of diminishing returns when it comes to the time spent versus the quality of the video. 28. So I find that making videos actually cheers me up if I'm in a bit of a grump. So it forces you to go and have a shower, put some nice clothes on, do your hair a bit, put a bit of makeup on, all of which I don't find that easy to motivate myself to do right now. And you also need to act happy, which makes you feel happy. 29. Be mindful of your disposition. So I naturally have quite a serious face, and I'm renowned with my friends for having bitch resting face. So although I want to appear real on video, I also want people to know that I'm not in a bad mood. So I'm conscious of trying to smile, of appearing engaged. And this does come down to a bit of acting, especially when you're feeling a bit anxious about making a video. 30. Always add captions. I better make sure I add them now. I use Subly at the moment, which is great. It's free. I think they might possibly be moving to paid for a small monthly fee. Video is more accessible for a lot of people than long streams of text, so make sure you maximize its accessibility by adding captions, and it's also better for people obviously watching with the sound off. 31. Anyone who's worth their weight in salt is going to respect you just for giving video a go. And also people really like the homemade element. TikTok is built on this, with brands actually trying to make their videos look lower budget in order to resonate. There's definitely a place for well-made, professionally shot videos, but don't let this stop you. And 32 is keep learning. I hardly know anything yet about making videos, but I'm excited to learn. So if you have some tips, please teach me.